Okay, so let's put this in the context of cost estimation. The customer comes to you and says, here's what I want you to build for me. How much will it cost and how long will it take? So we had some detailed interviews with the folks at Pivotal Labs, who, by the way, gave us Pivotal Tracker and are sort of, in my view, one of the places that really sort of practices Agile and XP, really orthodox, kind of by the book. So when they sit down with a customer and they're having a negotiation about budget and schedule, what Pivotal Labs does not do is say, we will deliver features X, Y, and Z by date D. And, the basis of the customer agreement is that we're going to deliver specific things by a specific date. Instead, what they do is they commit resources to work in the most efficient way possible, right? We will have X number of developer hours per iteration between now and date D. And the customer works with the Pivotal team to define what the priorities are. And the customer is going to be involved at all times with the understanding that during that time, either priorities may change or stories that turn out to be either harder or easier than expected might result in the schedule being adjusted. So, of course, this still leaves the question of what exactly gets done by date D. I mean, if you're the customer and you're putting up money and betting on the schedule, what is it that you're actually agreeing to? So to answer this, they have what they call a scoping meeting with the customer, where at least 2 experienced Pivotal engineers are involved, often more. The customer brings with them to that meeting any designers, sketches that they have. Maybe they've already worked out some lo-fi UI sketches. Maybe they have some of their own developers. Because by the way, Pivotal doesn't sort of just build software for the customer. What they do is they work with the customer's developers to essentially teach them how to do this, to teach them how to follow an Agile process in a disciplined way internally. So the customer's goal is to bring as much information as they have to make clear what they want the app to do in whatever form they have that documentation, whether it's design documents, meeting minutes, sketches, or whatever. From Pivotal's side, their engineers are there to ask questions. As the customer is specifying what they want the app to do or showing the design documents they have, the goal of the engineers is to identify the areas that add uncertainty to the estimate, right? And this is sort of a larger macroscopic version of what I said about user stories, that when you're breaking stories down, really what you're trying to do is identify where is the uncertainty. Where are the costs that you're not really sure of? What are the things that you're not sure you know how to do well? And that's the place where you sort of focus your estimation. So depending on the outcome of that meeting, the window that they give for doing some of the work could be a pretty tight window, or it could be a much wider window. And then the bid is actually, the agreement, the contract is basically time and materials cost over that time for the customer. So it's understood that during the process, if there are areas of uncertainty that actually turn out worse, then the schedule might slip. Or if things go faster than expected, the schedule might be pulled in. The customer knows that, it's not a matter of, okay, I signed the contract, here's the design documents, and then they walk away. They know that they're going to be involved the whole time. They know that they're going to be asked to periodically actively review the progress so far, or maybe even look at prototype versions of features, and that their participation in that process is part of what makes it work. So it's not a, I'll come back in 6 weeks and please have the app ready. The customer is a participant and a partner in doing all of this, which is also the experience that you get in 169L.